But you better off I ain't a spectate from the audience. Why you hating from the bleachers? Cheerleaders is loving us. Grab a
What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about how to get your arms into a safe and effective overhead position. I'm going to begin by showing you exactly what a good overhead position is, and then I'll discuss some of the faults and compensations that we see. In order to get into a good overhead position, the first thing we need to do is worry about our 3 B's, butt, belly, and back. Begin by making sure that you squeeze your butt, positioning the pelvis more neutral. We then want to take our rib cage, pull it down, brace our belly, roll the shoulders back, and squeeze our shoulder blades together. From here, we're going to be able to get into our overhead position more safely. Once we've established a neutral spine and a solid foundation for your shoulder girdle, we're ready to get overhead. My advice to you is to think about the end result. When you get to your finished overhead position, your elbow should be completely extended. Your shoulder should actually be externally rotated. This will feel like your elbow is coming inward and your armpit is coming forward. This is going to ensure that we have plenty of space in that shoulder girdle to get to a full end range position, and it's also going to ensure that you're in the most stable position once overhead. It's important to note that it doesn't matter what your hand position is at the beginning or at the end of the movement. Sometimes your hand's going to be more neutral and the arm is going to travel forward, or your palm may be facing forward with your arm out to the side. It doesn't matter where your hand position is because your hand should be able to move independently of the shoulder joint. There are 2 primary faulty movement patterns or compensations that we see most often with the overhead position. The first being one that leaves the hand out in front of the body. Typically, the individual is going to experience a lot of posterior capsule pain and have a lot of difficulty increasing the load that they can successfully and safely get overhead. The second faulty movement compensation is typically an extension of the first. If the arm is left out in front of the body, you're naturally going to want to get that weight over your center of gravity. In order to do so, most people will arch their low back and throw their hips forward, allowing them to get the weight directly over their center of gravity. This is going to put unnecessary stress on the low back and leave the shoulder in a very unstable and unsafe position. If you're experiencing discomfort or lack of performance or any limited range of motion in your overhead position, I highly recommend you implement these techniques.
Killing the competition, rolling around in a hearse. Life is like chess, except it ain't a game. Some pawns remain pawns, some pawns become